Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AMX 13F3AM. It's the TS6 French SPG. It's located on the southwest spawn of Oyster Bay under the command of apgibbo of the TSDS clan. Game on. Well, it's an AMX 13 that's had its turret taken off, and instead they fitted a huge 155mm howitzer. This thing was designed as a replacement for the M41 HMC, the Guerrilla, that was actually given to the French after the end of the Second World War. In fact, a lot of American equipment was given to European countries who actually lost their own equipment during the war. This is actually quite an effective little Arty because they make quite a few of them, and they were sold to quite a few different nations. 621 were built. It was an airborne Arty, so it could actually be stuck on an aircraft and transported, because it actually only weighed 18.5 tons when it was fully loaded. Was that 18.5? Check glasses. Yes, it is 18.5 tons. So it's very light. Doesn't move very fast though. Only 60 kilometers an hour. That's incredibly quick. But really, it's much faster with the light gun, the stock gun, which is much smaller, but it actually allows the vehicle to accelerate very, very quickly. And that means that you can actually relocate across the map very, very fast. And it's very difficult for the enemy to get at you. Oh, look at that blind hit on the T1. In fact, I'm looking, did he hit the T1 or did he hit the Jackson? I kind of get the feeling he might have hit both of them at the same time. No, it wasn't a T1, it was an M6, but both of them suffered with that one shot. He hit two tanks. So we don't know the value, but we do know it was a lot. Okay, he's loaded, he's firing in again, and this time it's the M6, yep, 247. The standard reload for this Arty, 30.58 seconds, and he's got a reload of 25.34. So Gibbo's obviously got a rammer and a good crew. Does help a lot. And of course, you should use premium consumables, and he is using premium consumables. Okay, we can't see the guys just at the end of that corridor, but we know there's some there. In fact, there's the M6 again. Let's come back for some more. Rounds out. Or he was lucky there, because that was actually a splash. In a situation like that where the enemy tank is pulling back, try to anticipate and aim at the point where they're backing into so that you get a chance to hit them, even if they do pull back. There's two tanks around the corner who are very, very light on health. But we're down two on the enemy at the moment. They're doing better than we are. Oh, and we've got an Kampfpanzer 68. Now, that's a tank that I haven't seen before. It's probably been around a little while. Oh, no, that shell exploded against the rock. He didn't see that he had a red line when he pulled back. And so, unfortunately, that one didn't give him any benefit. Now, he keeps pulling back after firing, but he's not, and that's going to make the rock that's to his left a bit of an obstruction. But the other thing is, he's not relocating to avoid counter battery. But it looks like the enemy Arty isn't trying to counter battery. There's a Hummel and an S51. All three tanks together. You can't avoid that, especially when they're tank destroyers, because it means there's a very good chance they're going to suffer a lot. Rounds out in the Forest Spirit. It lands in front of him for 92, but I suspect he might have damaged another tank destroyer. There's a T-25-2 there and another one. Okay, so we're only one down on the enemy now. The enemy seems to be doing very well on the south side of the island. Now, is he going to take a shot blind? I'd be very tempted to if he knew that there was two tank destroyers in there. But instead he's actually going to go for the Rheinmetall 4-Sig Waffenträger, who's just on that corner. And we've got a VK. Oh, well, the VK's just been dealt with. Now, the VK was taken out by the ISU 152 who's nearby, but that Borsig is still at the other end. Now, we're looking towards where the Forest Spirit was seen, and there was another tank destroyer alongside him. Pretty sure it was the Stierwaffenträger. Okay. The warrior I've got now is that T-52. Nobody's covering him, and he could be inbound at this moment. So I think he needs to relocate and relocate quickly and use that 60 kilometers an hour top speed and get the flock out of there quick. Yeah, he's not paying attention to the minimap. Come on, AP. See the T-52? That guy could be on you in a flash. Ideally, you need to get out of there. Forest Spirit's been seen, but we can't hit him. Not at the moment. Okay, the IS-3 should be able to take him out. Oh, he does take a big hit. But the IS-3, he's going to take the kill if the Tiger doesn't. Trying to line up the shot. He fires in. Oh, it lands ahead of the IS-3, which stuns his own teammate. Now, he won't be a happy bunny. But the other RT on our team, the S-51, does get the kill. And notice who's behind us. The T-52 is actually behind us. He missed us completely. He's gone around, and now he's trying to take out the S-51. I think the reason he didn't spot us was we were in that big bush there, and he totally didn't see us. But he has taken out the S-51, so we need to get the hell out of here. Oh! 67 hit points, and we were spotted by the Borsig. We just took a shot for 750, and I think it hit the side of the gun. You can see the mount there. Didn't actually cause us any damage on that, but because it's not part of the hitbox. But we, the T-52's coming in. Here he comes. Oh, back up against the rock, then turn towards him and then blow him away. Okay, he's trying to force us in so we can't fire back, but he's not getting much in the way of penetration. Just turn and blow. That's how you do it. Now, we did take some damage from that. Only a tiny amount. In fact, I'm wondering now. No, I don't think we did take any damage from the explosion from the shot, but I think we took some damage when we were rubbing up alongside him. We took 28 hit points of damage from that. So, anyway, he is on the move. The Borsig is dead. He got taken out. The ISU 152 finally nailed him. So he's got one kill, the T-52, and now he needs to get down the other end of the map. Now, since they've only got the Hummel left, and he's being hunted in the south by the IS-3, it'd probably be a very good idea to get to the cap as quickly as possible. Remember, oh, he's doing it again. He doesn't really care where he drives. You've got to be more careful to avoid getting damage to yourself when you drive over obstacles. No, so what he needs to do now is get in the cap and allow the ISU 152 and the IS-3 to go hunting on that Hummel. IS-3 is looking. ISU 152 is turning up shortly. Remember the last time someone did this, it was me, and I was actually parking in the bushes in the cap area, and the Hummel couldn't work out where, or the enemy Arty couldn't work out where I was. In fact, yeah, I don't think it was the enemy Arty, because I don't think they had an Arty left. And he's doing the same. He's actually parking in the bush. That's it, become the bush. More than likely, he's going to try to fire in, and that might give us a clue where he is. But if he's on the south side of the island, it's going to be very difficult for him to get shots because of those mountains. Well, we'll find out shortly if a round comes in. I'm looking up at the sky in the hope that we'll see the tracer and it gives us a clue as to where the enemy is. He'd be a fool not to fire a round in just on the off chance that you can get a defender medal. Got plenty of time to cap. In fact, he could decap and recap again to give the guys more time to take out the enemy. In fact, that's something I like to do if there's a chance. If I've got the ability to cap all over again, I'll just reset, give them more time. "15 seconds. Well, it looks like the Hummel's not going to try and get a reset. And we're 5 seconds away from winning now. And it's an invader medal if he does cap out. And he has. Here's the end of battle stats, and it's a second-class tanker for apgibbo in the AMX 13F3. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7, and he got an invader medal because he capped out and, well, he was seen, so he didn't get the raider one, but he did get the invader medal because he capped out and got 80 capture points in the process. Win 8 from the game, 2,139, which is very good. Let's have a team score. Didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Borsig, who actually managed to get around to hit his vehicle. It hit the gun frame, which apparently is not part of the hitbox. And consequently, he would have been wiped out by that one round alone because it was 750 block damage. But it was lucky for him, it didn't count, and therefore he didn't get destroyed. And of course, he won the game for his team because he capped out. But maybe it probably wasn't a good idea to cap out when they were still hunting. The Borsig got the high caliber. Second highest damage went to the T28 with 3,515. And the third highest damage went to the ISU 152, who managed 2,184. And the IS3 picked up a steel wall in that game. When it came to kills, it was actually the Borsig who got the most, 4 kills. It would have been 5 for him if, of course, that shell had actually connected and hit the hitbox. 3 kills went to the IS3, and 2 kills went to the T28, the ISU 152, the Tiger 1, the P44 Pantera, and on the enemy team, their Kampfpanzer and their T52. And he missed out on getting a Pascucci's medal because he failed to kill apgibbo in that little tussle, and he should have realized that if you get somebody backed up against the wall like that, they are going to kill you if they get to turn towards you, and he just nuked him with the 155mm round at close range. It should have damaged apgibbo as well, but it didn't. I'm very surprised about that. I thought it would have damaged him quite a bit, but there you go, he got away with it. And when it came to base XP, he's in 3rd place because the T28 managed 1,107, the only player to get over 1,000. 898 went to the Tiger 1. 822 went to the AMX 13F3. He fired 10 rounds, 3 direct hits, 1 penetrating shot, and 10 splash. Damage of 1,334, of which 892 were at more than 300 meters. So a fair amount of damage at close range, mostly on the T52. Well, if we look and see which one he actually managed to penetrate, it could only really be one. The T52 is so close that he actually put the muzzle brake actually into the vehicle before he fired. Or at least it looked like that. Anyway, if we go back to the detail, we can see he also got 10 splashes, 1,334, of which 892s at close range. Yes, we saw 300 meters rather. He received 6 hits from the enemy, 1 penetration and 5 non-penetrations, including that whopping great 750 hit point block on the Borsig. 6 enemy vehicles were damaged, 1 was killed, and he got 363 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns and 100 capture points to cap out. He earned 4,945 credits from the game and 3,082 experience points as well. And he did have, as he says, a very lucky escape, but twice actually. Not just once, twice, because of that ball-sig shot that actually hit the frame of the gun, not hitting the hitbox. And then to escape the T-52 as well. I guess he was so lucky that he was sitting in that bush. The T-52 must have gone around the outside and was more than 50 meters away from that bush. And so he didn't see him sitting in the bush at all. He hadn't a clue that he was there. He was obviously after the S-51 to start with. And after he got the S-51 and apgibbo moved, he got spotted. And he got spotted by the ball-sig, and the T-52 immediately turned and went to try and get him as well, get the Pascucci's. But it didn't work out so well for that T-52. So, yes, he made a bit of a boo-boo there. He shouldn't have got so close. He actually allowed apgibbo to get a clean shot right into him at close range. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.